Okay, guys, thanks for coming out here on Labor Day Sunday. A couple things I want to touch base with you on. First off, Marquise Watson had to miss the game today due to a health situation, but our heart, our prayers go out to him. Optimistic he's going to be back with us and be okay, but it was really hard for him and really hard for the D linemen. They have a unique relationship, that group. I was really proud of the D linemen, that the way they handled it. Coach Jared Kite stepped in and did an incredible job. So proud of the D-line for the way they hung together and didn't let that have an effect. Really grateful for our fans. And to come out on a day like this, it was a scorcher. And especially our students. I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable. 12 o'clock game on Sunday of Labor Day, and that student section was awesome. And, they don't start classes till Tuesday, so I just think that's really cool. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Coach, Michael Cohen, Fox Sports, New Jersey. 122 yards on the ground, 46 minutes of time possession. Just talk about the total team effort today.
Yeah, it's body blows. We just kept hitting them in the gut. They're good up front. They do some things that are unique, stunting their front. And we knew it was going to be a challenge to run the ball, but we were committed to doing it. And, again, I think we missed a few big runs by a fingernail. So we got to get that cleaned up, and we'll go to work on that tomorrow.
Greg, what did you like best about Gavin's performance today?
Oh, he played a really clean game. I think he played relaxed, confident because of his preparation. I thought he was very decisive. Yep.
Greg, you went with
and the other thing he did that stood out to me is he let the bad plays die. You saw him throw a few away. You saw him tucking and run. That to me is a sign of maturation.
Kyle and Jason and out of the backfield. Can you talk about them and the status of Sam?
Say that again, buddy.
You talked about the running backs, Kyle and Jason, out of the backfield without Sam and Aaron. Can you just talk about their performance and where things stand with Sam and Aaron?
Yeah. So Jeshaun Benjamin, true freshman out of Pahokee, Florida. I thought that scene was not too big. He was close to popping a few. And I think that Kyle just played like the veteran leader that he is. He played tough. He ran well. He protected well. He was on the punt block team. I mean, he did it. He did a lot today, and he did it a lot well. Sam and Aaron are both going to be okay, but they just weren't ready. Sam probably in a pinch could have gone, but he hasn't practiced very much. He seemed to be good at the beginning, and then we had a little setback, but I think we're back on track now with him. Aaron had something just late in the week, and he was all set to go. And then we got Shorty back, Salam. We got him back just a couple days ago. He had been down with a little leg situation. So, yeah, it's been a little bit of musical chairs. I think, Coach Hiraka and the offensive staff did a great job. There were some other guys out on offense as well, and juggling the people and making sure that we had guys in the game that knew what they were doing. I'm anxious to get everybody going and get going at full strength soon.
Greg, we talked a lot in training camp about how good the defense could be. I mean, just to see it today, the number of guys who made an impact. I mean, how encouraging was that to start the season that way?
Yeah, I mean that was our plan, like we've talked about, right? We're going to roll a lot of guys on defense. I think you're going to see even more roll as some young guys get a little bit more experienced. I didn't want to, I'd rather play a guy a month late than a day early because it can have an effect on him. But I think we'll even roll more. But I think that was key today, right? As hot as it was, I mean, we had a couple issues. I'm sure they did, with hydration and cramping and that stuff. And we work so hard at not allowing that be an issue. But a day like today is brutal, especially on that turf. I don't know what the final temperature was, but when you go on that surface, it's another 12 to 15 degrees warmer. So that was a great job by our training staff and our strength staff and our nutrition staff by keeping those guys out there on the field.
Greg, in the small picture, you guys go for the 3 4th downs in the first quarter. Obviously, they have to be makeable distances. But in the big picture, was that setting an aggressive tone for the game, setting an aggressive tone for the season to go for those 3/4 downs and extend drives like that?
I wish I could tell you because it would write a nice story, but no, it was just what the plan was to win the game today, and that's what we did.
Brantley didn't go. Do you have an update on him? And Wesley Bailey looked like he got dinged in the first half. I'm not sure he played in the second. Do you have anything on his status?
Yeah, Nassim has a issue, an NCAA issue, and I'm going to hold comment right now on that because I'm about fuming. You could fry an egg on my head with that whole situation. I'll shut up before I get in trouble. Nassim, you got me so mad. I've lost track. Who was the other guy you want to talk about? Wesley, yeah. Yeah, I hope he's all right. I think it's not something that's serious, but I think it's going to be something that hurts a lot more tomorrow than it does today. So we're going to have to see. And, obviously we have this short week. So great to have the national audience and the only game in town, but not so great to have a 6-day week coming up. But we'll do everything we can to get our guys ready.
Coach, with all the preparation for this game and the kind of detail that you have on the first game with the team that's going through what they've gone through, what were you concerned in the back of your mind that now it's clear the game is over, that you got through today?
I was really confident in our guys. I really didn't have a lot of, the temperature and the hydration really concerned me because you can do everything right sometimes and still just not be able to stay ahead of it. That was my biggest concern, and it wasn't any disrespect to our opponent. I just saw how our team worked, how our leadership led during training camp. We had a really tough training camp. Those of you who covered it know that. But the leadership of the team ran the team, and that's why they were able to go out and play. I thought, I said Gavin played a clean game. I thought our team played a clean game, and that's attributable to those leaders.
Coach, what do you think of your offensive line play today? And it seemed like you rotated a little bit and had a new center. Can you just talk about how you got to the lineup that you did on the offensive line? Your thoughts overall?
Yeah,
performance?
I mean, we're always going to put a lineup out there that we think gives us the best chance to win. That's it. There's no other criteria that go into it. What gives us the best chance to win today? So that's why the line was what it was. We did rotate some guys in there, you're right. Then we had some forced rotations. We had a little cramping going on. So, but we just got to keep going. I think the style of football we want to play, we have to play better than we did today up front. That I know. But we will. Coach Flaherty and Coach Shiraka, we're gonna keep working on that and get better. And like I said, they do some things that are a little bit different, but that's no excuse. I mean, we knew they were going to do it, and they did it. So we got to be able to block it.
Coach Perry Sook, Pix 11 Sports. Obviously, 4 seasons in a row now with a season-opening win, but the first time ever hosting a Big 12 conference game to start the season. Do you feel any added significance to already having a 1-0 conference record week 1 of the season?
Yeah, Big 10 wins are tough to come by. No doubt, it's absolutely different when a conference win. Wins are all good, but conference wins, they're better.
And quick follow-up, obviously, 17 first-quarter points and then 24 overall, tying the high mark of last season. What did you feel? Is it something about the system that let Gavin have such a successful game, or just the system getting instilled that Kirk wants to bring here?
Well, I think the system, without a doubt, what Kirk brought here and how we're doing it, but it's the people. Anybody can have a system. It's the people and it's the commitment. Gavin has worked tremendously hard to learn what Kirk wants him to do. He still has a ton of work to do, but I just felt like there was a different level of focus that I have not seen out of him today, and a different level of composure that I have not seen. So that was a step we needed to take. But I was confident. He did it all camp, so I was confident he would do it today. But again, you never know until the lights come on.
I guess, Greg, just a follow-up along those lines about the offense. Is this what you expected to see from Kirk's offense? Is this the style of offense that fans will see the next 11 games?
I think every game is different, Steve. Whatever gives us the best chance to win is the kind of offense we're going to run. But we definitely want to have that physical nature. And I think there's some things that, we did not run today that I think are going to be good for us down the road. So that's good that we didn't have to use it. So I'm encouraged. But we got a long way to go, and we don't have a long time to get there. So
for the touchdown in the first quarter. What did he show you throughout camp to kind of get the opportunity that he did today, and what do you feel like his trajectory could be?
Yeah, Ian Strong, true freshman, St. Anthony's High School out in Long Island. I think he is really a future bright prospect. In training camp, he didn't miss a practice. He just worked his tail off every day. And Coach Brock's done a very good job bringing him along. Coach Brock's a seasoned veteran. He didn't put too much on his plate at first, and then just kept loading him up. So I'm encouraged there. I think we have a good group of young receivers, and then we have a good group of older receivers, and we got to kind of mesh them together when they all get healthy and when we get off the NCAA deal. But yeah, I think that's an encouraging factor.
We'll go Christian, then Chris, and then Josh to finish.
Coach, there were a couple times last year where your teams went up in the first half and then kind of the performance tapered off. What did you see today? So it seems like the defense seemingly just kind of built as the game went on.
I think the focus, not letting the circumstance dictate their behavior, just the focus of what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. We call it chop, right? But the ability to continue to chop the moment throughout 60 minutes of football, that's what our goal is. And if you can do that, whether you win or you lose, and you did your best. And that's what our goal is we can't control who's on the other sideline, but we can control, do we stay in the moment and chop the moment? And that's, for the most part, I thought we did that today. I thought there was a little bit of a maturity about our team today.
Coach, you had secondary had 2 interceptions in this game and a lot of other impact plays. What did you make of how that position group performed today?
I thought they played well. I thought we had a chance for a third that was a makeable one, and that's our goal. We always want to try to get 3 takeaways. Between the takeaways and the offense not turning the ball over, I thought that, going into the game, I told our team, if we don't turn it over, we're going to win this game. And I don't guarantee many things, but I guaranteed them that.
Coach, Rutgers controlled the game, the possession time, 46 minutes to 22 minutes. What was the importance of controlling the clock in this one?
Well, on a hot day like this, right, it tires the defense out for sure. I think the kicking game had a big part to do with that as well. We broke in 3 brand new starters in the kicking game, and one guy came back and did kickoffs. I'm talking about Jude. I mean, every one of those was bombs, right? They were back. That's what we're looking for. That's good stuff. Flynn Appleby, his first game as a starter, and I thought he did really a very, very solid job. Jay Patel, again, solid job. A lot to improve on, and then Jake, snapping the ball. So to infuse 3 new starters as your specialists and be able to play a clean game on special teams, that was real important. So I think that has part of the time of possession, being able to use those kicking plays to kind of mold the game the way you want to mold it. There was some good stuff there. So overall, I think it was really important. All 3 phases played focused football, and that's what we need to do. That's what we can control. So, again, I want to thank our fans. Incredible turnout for a hot Labor Day weekend Sunday, and students. I went and talked to those students on I think it was Thursday. I get my days screwed up with this Sunday game, but they were great. I mean, they were great. Bunch of freshmen, first-year students in their red Block R shirts, and you fill the rack with all those kids. That was awesome. And then to see them all show up out here, I asked them to, and they did. I can't thank them enough. So let's start that tradition. That'd be great. Pack that student section every week. Thanks, guys.